Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Dr. Chris Featherstone once again for another episode of Off the Script. So, look, we talked about the Royal Rumble 1998 last week with my guy Vince Russo. We're going to talk about it once again. There was a lot of fun things that we talked about that was a part of the Royal Rumble 98, and there's plenty more to talk about. Isn't that right, Vince?
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to open up with this because I don't think you have this on your list because you gave me a little heads up on what you wanted to discuss, right? Mm-hmm. But I actually, for a Patreon show today, I watched the Royal Rumble because I knew you and I were going to go over it. Okay. And bro, one of the biggest pops I got out of the Royal Rumble was I was always very good friends with the Harris brothers. Okay. Ron and Don. So Ronnie was actually in this match. Mm-hmm. And bro, Ronnie was in the match for about 40 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
So, bro, I swear to you, when I'm watching this match, within the first 5 minutes, Ronnie's blown sky high. Bro, he spends the next 35 minutes of this match doing nothing, like walking around the ring. So, bro, as I'm watching this, I'm like, I gotta call him.
Yeah.
So, bro, I called him as the Rumble was going on. I said, bro, let me get this straight. Now, did they pay you to be in the Rumble or did you pay them? Because you did absolutely nothing. Bro, he just started busting out laughing. He goes, bro, I know exactly what you're talking about. He goes, I got so blown up within the first 5 minutes. And if you just watch him, it's hysterical, bro, because he doesn't do anything for 40 minutes.
Yeah, he lasted over half an hour, and he was 8-ball at that time, right?
Yeah, I'm curious though. I guess his brother must have been hurt because he wasn't in it. It was
he was. It was just him because Chains was in there.
Yeah, right.
Brian Lee.
Yeah, Donnie wasn't in there, so he must have been hurt or something because we definitely would have had both of them in there.
Yeah. So this was a really interesting Rumble, full of different names. So we talked about this beforehand, but the Honky Tonk Man came back. Who put him out of nowhere?
Bro, you got to understand, I have not watched this in 23 years. Mm-hmm. Okay. So when the Honky Tonk Man's music hits, I pop like this is happening in freaking real. Bro, you know what, Chris? There's just some things that never get old. You could put Honky Tonk in the Royal Rumble this year.
Oh, yeah, he'll get a pop.
Yeah. If there were people in the building, Honky Tonk would get a pop.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so I was looking. So Jerry Lawler kept calling him his cousin, which they are cousins. And so Jim Ross kind of did a line as far as like, is he my cousin? And then Jerry Lawler was kind of pushing the cousin over to Jim Ross. And so were they freestyling a lot at that time? Because that's what I really appreciate about the duo. Yeah.
Bro, my biggest pop of the night, I couldn't believe he said it was, bro, the legend of Vader who never washed his gear.
That's right.
And Chris, I got to tell you something. I want people to really understand this, bro. Because, bro, listen, I've been around locker rooms. You've been around locker rooms, bro. I understand BO, bro. You got to understand something. Vader smelled like vomit. Wow. Like vomit. And bro, the guys have to wrestle him. The gear is wetty and sweaty. So bro, I popped huge because if you watch this, Vader's the 30th entrance and Lawler goes, here he comes, the big stinky monster. I cannot freaking believe that he said that, but like, oh, bro, Vader, bro, nobody ever wanted to work with him, bro. He never washed his gear, man.
Wow. And I know that was a big rib because a lot of people talked about Vader never washing his gear. But I mean, did he ever explain why he didn't wash his gear?
Bro, I got to be honest with you. I think the more people carried on about it, the less he was going to wash it. I think it was why. I think it just got to the point of him being spiteful. I think it got to be one of those things,
Gotcha. Yeah. And okay, so I'm interested in Vader. So Vader, he debuted in the Royal Rumble what was it, a couple years back, right? It was in 96, I believe. He debuted in 96 Royal Rumble, maybe 95, somewhere around there. And so what was just the goal of Vader? Because, you know, there a lot of rumors talks about how Shawn Michaels kind of stopped his push at that time. And then Vader was, you know, Vader's Vader. So he's huge, he's the mastodon. He really never really, he never really made it as far as his potential based on his past in the WWE. Why didn't Vader make it to a state that a lot of people was expecting?
Chris, this is the really weird part of the business. Because, bro, like, for it could be the most frivolous reason. It could be absolutely nothing, bro. In this case, like, I don't know if this was the issue, but it could have been something as simple as Vince thinking Vader was getting fat. Like, it could be that simple. And bro, that's how it always is in the business. It's like the simplest, stupidest things somebody has against you or they're holding against you, and then like it just kills everything. Like, bro, Vader was one of those guys where, bro, I told you the Kuwait story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So like he was one of the guys they were always kind of poking fun at. He was always the laughing stock. Bro, Sid's another guy. Like, bro, Sid was like, for whatever reason, it was probably contractual, bro, or maybe he wanted more merch money, whatever. But he was another guy that was like just never in favor. And bro, that's the funny thing with Vince. It's like, bro, once you're on a side, like you're on that side. So like if he's got something out for Vader, however petty or ridiculous it could be, bro, he's going to get to a certain level and then they're going to cut his legs out from under him. That's the way the wrestling business is, which that's the part of it that I hate. Bro, there is no reason Sid shouldn't have been one of the biggest stars. But bro, it could have been as easy as they wanted to book him on a house show and he had a big softball game that weekend. So something like that could actually kill everything. And then, you know, the fans are at home saying, well, what happened with Sid? And it could be the smallest, stupidest thing, bro.